Ladies, you know what time of year it is. The holiday season is upon us, and you know what that means. Holiday dinners, holiday parties, maybe even putting on a few holiday pounds. But let's not talk about that. I'm here today at Nature's Bin in Lakewood, Ohio, and we're gonna go inside and we're gonna learn about some alternative, healthy ways to cook your favorite holiday meal. So stay with me and let's go check it out. Hi, Josie.
Hi,
How are you? Good to see you again. So Josie, today we're going to talk about a healthy Thanksgiving dinner. Is there a healthy Thanksgiving dinner, first of all?
Of course there is. The turkey, the main dish, is the most wonderful thing you can have. Turkey by itself is perfectly healthy. The only secret is that you can't stuff butter under the skin and baste it every 5 minutes.
That is a good point. Well, we are definitely at the right place here at Nature's Bin, and Josie's going to walk us through a healthy Thanksgiving dinner. So let's go.
So first thing you want to do is roast your turkey on a rack so that it's not sitting in its own melted greasy juices.
Okay, that makes sense.
The other wonderful thing you can do is not do a whole turkey, but rather just do a turkey breast, which means all white meat, which means less fat. Because that's what you want to avoid when you're trying to cook healthy, is a lot of fat in your diet.
Right.
There are also meat alternatives that we can do instead of turkey.
Okay, what are some of those ideas?
We will find those right here. Now, the one everybody knows about is called tofurkey, and we don't have any tofurkeys because those are special ordered for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But we do have the Worthington dinner roast and the corn turkey roast, which is not real meat. These are meat substitutes made with soy, and they're quite tasty and extremely low in fat, 0 trans fat on most of these, for vegetarians or vegans who don't wish to eat any meat at all.
Josie, you told us a little bit about some meat alternatives, but I have to ask about my favorite part of Thanksgiving, all of the sides. The sweet potatoes, the mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. What does one do to make those things healthy?
Well, the side dishes are a minefield of high-fat product. So first thing to do with the mashed potatoes is cheat. Use Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. They already have that lovely golden buttery color, so don't add any butter. And try mashing them with something like a low-fat or fat-free chicken broth or vegetable broth, which will bring flavor to the party, add some nice taste, and the same texture that you're going to get from milk. If you're desperate for milk, you can always use skim milk instead of the cream and butter.
Now, these are some great ideas. I wouldn't even think to do something like that, but it really cuts the calories. And you know, around the holidays, you want to cut the calories.
Instead of using those canned sweet potatoes and covering them with marshmallows.
That's my favorite part, though.
Try this alternative. We've got wonderful fresh sweet potatoes. And my favorite are these. The red garnets, because they've got such a pretty color. Just slice these, put them in a baking dish, spray them with your favorite fat-free cooking spray, and drizzle them very lightly with real maple syrup. Because real maple syrup has so much flavor that you don't need a lot of it. Just a little teeny drizzle will give you the flavor that you need, and these are naturally sweet.
That's
so
a good
you've
idea
already
too.
got
So you have your flavor there.
You've got all the flavor.
You don't have the fat.
You don't have to get rid of the green beans altogether, you just have to get rid of that creamy casserole-y part. What you're going to do instead is you're going to take these lovely fresh green beans.
Okay.
You're going to pan saute them in a little bit of olive oil with some chopped onion and a little bit of sliced almonds.
That sounds good.
When they're almost done, you toss in just a little bit of white wine, cover it, and finish steaming them. They taste great, and they don't have all that fatty cream on them.
That's good. Josie, I have to ask, I know with my family, people are coming and going for Thanksgiving. Dinner never starts on time, but we're hungry before it starts. So what are some good ideas for maybe some appetizers, or just we want to nibble on something?
Instead of putting out that bowl of chips and dip, or the crackers and the cheese ball, concentrate on fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. Carrots are already peeled and little bitty carrots for you. Celery sticks, broccoli, any of those things that your family likes. Put it in a big platter and serve it with a yogurt dip, which is fat-free, has a wonderful flavor. You put in whatever herbs and spices you like.
Josie, our meal is completed, but I have to ask, do we still get dessert? Because I think I still want my pumpkin pie. Is there a healthy alternative?
Well, this is why we saved all those other calories, is so that we could have dessert.
So it will be well worth it.
There's no way to take the calories out of pumpkin pie or apple pie or any of those wonderful things that we're used to having. my real thought on this is don't deprive yourself at this point. Have the dessert, just have a smaller piece of it. And instead of having that really fattening whipped cream on top of it, reach for a low-fat ice cream alternative and put a little low-fat ice cream on top of it instead of the whipped cream.
Josie, it sounds like at Nature's Bin you guys have everything anyone needs to prepare their Thanksgiving dinner.
We do.
But I have to be honest with you, I don't cook. I don't really like to cook. Is there anything else that I can do or you can do for me that would help me still have a great Thanksgiving dinner for my family?
You bet. You can let us cook it for you. Anyone that's not comfortable cooking Thanksgiving dinner, Nature's Bin caters. And we have a complete catering menu that will help you choose a healthy Thanksgiving or a healthy any kind of occasion. We'll be happy to cook it for you, and we deliver.
And I have to say, at Cox Communications, we've actually used Nature's Bin for a lot of our meetings and just things that we have going on. And the food is really good, not only for Thanksgiving, but for all of your needs, as Josie said.
In addition to the catering, what we'd like to emphasize for anyone that wishes to do business with Nature's Bin is that we are a nonprofit organization that provides a work adjustment program for mentally and physically handicapped adults. And our aim is to integrate them into the competitive workforce. This is what we really do here, and the store allows us the ability to do that. So when you spend your money here at Nature's Bin, you're doing good.
That's great, Josie, and we appreciate that you allowed us to come into the store. And I have to say, this is my first time in here, and you guys have a ton of stuff, from wine to desserts to cheese to meat to just some natural beauty items. And I think it's really great, so you really need to come out. This is a great local place in your community that's really helping the local community. So come on down to Nature's Bin.